said it's like a bloody storm. I said it's like a bloody storm. Ba do 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 do. Welcome to Anime Say. This is my review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2 Battle Tendency. I'm Luke Halliday. Hello. And yes, I love JoJo's. This is, I'm just going to say beforehand, I'm a bit disappointed that they're not continuing immediately on to Part 3 Stardust Crusaders, but I feel that they left on a really good note. And they showed a little bit of JoJo, which you can see like right here, so it looks pretty cool in my opinion. But yeah, Battle Tendency is really just an incredible arc in general. I mean, it's all about fights. You know, JoJo, or Joseph, he's constantly a tougher opponent, just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming, and it's kind of builds the foundation for what like really comes ahead in the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series. Like each part is like, look at Part 4 for example. Pretty much that whole arc is just about Josuke just wandering around and getting into fights with random stand users. But that's still a bit of a way off. I do got to say though, Battle Tendency was great. The characterization of Joseph, he really makes a marked difference to Jonathan. Jonathan's a gentleman in every single way. He's naive to a fault, a strong fault at times. He's, you know, he's especially with Dio, he just falls for anything Dio goes on about. But Joseph is more street smart. He's a smart guy, and he really knows how to get into people's heads. He's got this trickster way about him that really, he just, I don't know, he endears himself into your heart. But this is probably the first time that the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series actually feels like a bizarre adventure, actually going on a real adventure, whereas Part 1 was really just stuck within the same sort of place, only goes slightly different places, not too far, but this one travels to various locations around the world, which really does make for a very interesting setting at times. A lot of the fights are really well choreographed and very detailed, and like, the magical thing about Araki is he finds the most incredible, bizarre, minute details, and he makes them into something so pivotal to the plot, and it's just, I don't know how he has this, how he thought of all this, because some of it is just so, like, you would not even think of it, but it's just this little tiny thing that he focuses in on, this little tiny detail, and makes it into something huge. But yeah, Part 2 has a great sense of humour. It's a really fun arc in general, and I think that Part 2 alone could have been its own series, and I think it, like, this is a enclosed series in and of itself, like many of the JoJo series, and I feel that if it was taken out of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure franchise, it would have done quite well as its own thing, because the characters are very well drawn, and when I mean well drawn, I mean, you know, developed and written. These characters, I think it's got one of the better casts of the series, even though it's a smaller cast compared to other parts. I just gotta say, the thing about Battle Tendency that really makes it so special is the way it handles the emotion and the brotherhood and friendship and honour between these people. These fights and these battles, they all have like real stakes to them. I mean, I guess you can say that the pigeon in the mouth, that was a bit bloody ridiculous, but whatever. I think that it's really got heart underneath it all, and I think that's what makes JoJo's Bizarre Adventure so, like, you know, it hits close to home, and it really does endear itself to you. It's quite a special series in general. I really do believe that Part 2 is actually one of my favourite parts. I love Joseph, he's an incredible character. I actually like Part 2 better than Part 3. Kill me now, I know. But yeah, Joseph's awesome, Caesar's awesome. I think the entire cast of this part is just above and beyond what Araki has created in other parts. But yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2 Battle Tendency, one of the best arcs in the series, and I think that it was awesome. The animation was done brilliantly by David Production, it was great. And I couldn't be happier with it. I honestly can't think of anything else they could have done better. So, anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe, like, check out Facebook and Twitter in the description. All that shit. What did you think of Battle Tendency? Were you like as me about it? Were you like as into it as I was? Let me know below. I really want to know what you thought. That's gonna be it. Hello and goodbye. Sono Chino Sarame